Hey Nerdy fam, it's MJ here. Today we are going to be looking at and comparing different chocolate frogs. So the first frog we are going to look at is from Noble Collection. So this you can find anywhere on the internet for around $15. It has a very, very sturdy structure to it. This one, when you open it, comes with a little chocolate frog. And it's kind of a rubbery chocolate frog. He's pretty cute though. He's definitely smaller than the chocolate frogs you can get at Universal Studios. But he's a little sticky, so you wouldn't want him just out and about in the house because I think he would get stuff all over him because of the way he feels. So it does come with a little chocolate frog. I'll set him up there. There we go. And then it also has a wizard's card, and it has Albus Dumbledore. And it is a holographic card, so as you move it, Dumbledore is going to look like he's moving. And on the back it says, Albus Dumbledore, currently headmaster of Hogwarts, considered by many the greatest wizard of modern times. Dumbledore is particularly famous for his defeat of the dark wizard Grindelwald in 1945, for the discovery of the 12 uses of dragon's blood, and his work on alchemy with his partner, Nicholas Flamel. Professor Dumbledore enjoys chamber music and tin-pin bowling. So it has a little chocolate frog card in there. And then the outside of this is just truly, truly stunning. It is solidly built. I'm sure you can hear that. It is made of plastic, but it is very strong plastic. It has gold foiling on it. Let's see if I can catch it in the light. It has gold foiling on it so that the Honeyduke's chocolate frog and then some of the elements are shining when you get it. Around each of the sides, it says, Free Wizard and Witches card inside. And it says that around every side of the chocolate frog card. And then 70% finest crocoa. One of my favorite things on there is the crocoa. It's like frog croaking. But this is a very, very beautiful piece. Noble Collection really did a good job on it. The inside has even stars on it. It's not basic. It's got inside with stars. The back piece has stars on it. And it all comes together really, really nicely. You can get it out and show it off. And then it all just comes back together. The frog fits in it literally perfectly. His little feet come up the sides and are shaped like the sides of it. And then you can just put the top on and you're good to go. So this one is by Noble Collections. Like I said, you can find it around the internet in different places for about $15. And this one is very, very cute. This one is from Universal Studios. It is a metal tin. They came out with these, I believe, last year. Before that, you could get the chocolate frogs, but the package that came with it was cardboard, just basic cardboard and like plastic wrap. So this came out last year in 2019, and it is a super, super sturdy chocolate frog. So one of the things about this is that they still sell the cardboard chocolate frogs. When you get those, you just get the chocolate frog, and then there's one witch or wizard inside. These metal tins were a little bit higher priced. They were $25. So to get the metal tin is $25, but you get the metal tin. It had a chocolate frog that you could actually eat made out of chocolate inside. And it came with 5 chocolate frog cards. Instead of just having one chocolate frog card, you got 5 of them for that. We now have repeats, but my understanding is that you can go to Universal Studios, to one of the shops, and Honeydukes, for example, and tell them that you want to trade a card and that they will trade a wizard card with you. We have not done this, so I cannot verify if they are still doing that. That is what I've heard happens. The outside of it looks almost identical to the Noble Collection one. The Noble Collection definitely has a lot more detail on it, whereas the Universal one is a little bit more basic. But it's also on metal as opposed to plastic. And you're paying for the metal and for the chocolate frog cards inside. The 5 cards that it comes with are Rowena Ravenclaw, Helga Hufflepuff, Salazar Slytherin, and Godric Gryffindor, and then, of course, Albus Dumbledore. Each of these chocolate frog cards has the holographic image just like the one from Noble Collection. So one thing to note is that the chocolate frog card that came in the Noble Collection is of Richard Harris, whereas the chocolate frog card of Albus Dumbledore that you can get at Universal Studios is of Michael Gambon. So the chocolate frog card also has a different statement on the back. The one from Universal Studios says, "Brilliant and often controversial headmaster of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, Albus Dumbledore is most famous for his 1945 defeat of Grindelwald and his steadfast championing of Harry Potter, the boy who lived. Dumbledore's self-proclaimed proudest achievement, however, was featuring on a famous wizard's chocolate frog card." So the back of them are different, even though they are both Albus Dumbledore. So that is one notable difference between the Noble Collection and Universal Studios. Rowena Ravenclaw, Godric Gryffindor, Salazar Slytherin, and Helga Hufflepuff. If you walk through the Forbidden Journey queue, there is an area that has all sorts of portraits, and the portraits of the 4 founders are on there.
I'm sure he'll find it, Helga. He always does. Let's just hope he doesn't burn down the Owlery like last time.
And the portraits that they use for the 4 founders are also the same actors, the same image people that they used for the chocolate frog cards. So Rowena Ravenclaw's date is medieval, precise dates unknown. One of the 4 famous founders of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, Rowena Ravenclaw was the most brilliant witch of her time, though legend has it that a broken heart, cause unknown, contributed to her early demise. Her daughter, Helena, the Grey Lady, is the Ravenclaw house ghost at Hogwarts. I find it really interesting. It says that she died of a broken heart, and then now we know, as Harry Potter junkies, that her broken heart was when her daughter Helena betrayed her and took her diadem, and her daughter was killed. So that was her early demise and what her broken heart contributed from. Helga Hufflepuff. One of the 4 celebrated founders of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, Helga Hufflepuff was particularly famous for her dexterity at food-related charms. Many recipes traditionally served at Hogwarts feasts originated with Hufflepuff. So I have not read the back of these before. That is very interesting that she had food-related charms, and the common room for Hufflepuff is down by the kitchens. And my understanding is the outside has what looks like wine barrels. So maybe they weren't necessarily all innocent at Hogwarts once upon a time. Though in medieval times, I guess, you drink wine instead of the water because the water was disgusting. That's really pretty cool that they had the food-related charms on there when we know that Hufflepuff common room is down by the kitchens. Godric Gryffindor. One of the 4 famous founders of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, Godric Gryffindor was the most accomplished dueler of his time, an enlightened fighter against Muggle discrimination, and the first owner of the celebrated Sorting Hat. He was born in the West Village County of Godric's Hollow. So if you read the Harry Potter books, you know that Harry's family derives from Godric's Hollow, as well as Dumbledore's later on when they have to move after his father kills those Muggles. Salazar Slytherin. One of the 4 celebrated founders of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, Salazar Slytherin was one of the first recorded Parselmouse, an accomplished legitimate and a notorious champion of pureblood supremacy. His last remaining heir was Lord Voldemort. It's really interesting that they have Lord Voldemort listed as an heir on here, whereas in the books, it seems like nobody really knows that. Like, nobody knows that he is the heir of Slytherin. They know that he's a Parselmouse and that he's obviously derived from the Slytherin line, but not that he's necessarily the heir. So I find it really interesting that they named Lord Voldemort on here as the heir of Slytherin. If you were interested in collecting chocolate frogs, and all you want is something really pretty to display, the Noble collection I think is definitely a way to go. It's more intricate. It has that really, really cute chocolate frog on the inside. It's just well put together, but it displays beautifully. However, if you are someone who is going to be going to the parks, or you want to go to the parks in the future, I would highly suggest investing in the tin from Universal Studios. And then over time, as you get duplicates, my understanding is you can go into the shops and they will exchange chocolate frog cards with you. So since I have 2 of Dumbledore, I could go in, let the cashier know I have Dumbledore, what else you got? And they will give me a different chocolate frog card. So that is one thing, really cool thing about these, is that you can truly collect these chocolate frog cards in a way that you really can't do with the Noble Collection chocolate frog. So if you're interested in collecting the different chocolate frog cards, Universal Studios definitely has your back with this tin. You don't have to buy 5 different chocolate frogs and hope that you get different cards. You can buy this tin and automatically get 5 different cards. So if you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and like and subscribe to us so that you can be alerted to any new videos that we put out every other week. We hope that you liked this video and want to join the nerdy family.
To watch upcoming videos, click the subscribe button and the bell notification button to be notified when new videos are released.
From Nerdy Couple TV, we hope you have a great day, and remember, there's always another switchback.